I control. Before we get into it, though, I got to go back to this investment visa thing. What is that?
Yep. All right. So as you can hear from my accent, I'm not from Florida.
You're kidding. You're kidding.
Did you get that one?
Yeah.
So I grew up in the United Kingdom, a city called Nottingham, Robin Hood fame, and got a bit lost after corporate. Didn't know what I wanted to do, and asked around. And some people said Colombia, so I went to Colombia. 10 years later, I'm married, 2 kids. We decided that it's not a place to bring up kids, no matter what people say about the United States, right? It's still the best country on the planet to bring up kids. And we discovered there was a way to get in there by employing people here and investing money in the country. So we moved our business over here, started investing money, started employing money, and they gave us 5 years. So there we go. And
so what did you have to do to qualify for this?
We had to invest. It ranges, but it's around $100,000, and that does not constitute legal advice, by the way. I have to say that. But if you're looking at a visa, but it's around $100,000. You've got to invest in the country that you can't get back, and you've got to prove it. You've also got to have a certain number of employees on your books, and you've basically got to prove that you're going to be a benefit to the country.
All right. So invest in the country, though. What kind of different ways can you do that?
Oh, for a business. This is a business-related visa.
Business.
It's a business-related
visa. So
if
you're going to invest $100,000 to start a business, or
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Things like
there you go.
Franchises, and people do franchises. They buy all sorts of stuff. It's just you've just got to basically be legitimate and have a going concern, I think is the best way to say it. Do you say that in the States?
Yeah, but what happens after 5 years?
Well, you either go home. It's a non-immigrant category visa, and I plan to go back to the UK. That's the plan. I want to come here and build my network and create a business and employ people, and then probably back to the UK. I'll be honest.
Okay, but do they make you? What happens from the United States point of view after 5 years? They reevaluate you or what?
Yeah, they can reevaluate you. It really depends. I mean, I haven't got that far, if I'm brutally honest. We only just got here, but a non-immigrant visa is a visa that's not tied to residency. So it does mean that you will return to your country of origin, and that's my plan.
All right. So, okay, so let's get into well, tell us about the podcast first, and then we'll get into the thing. You just got that started too, right?
Yeah. So I believe in what I call reverse organic. I'm not great at organic marketing. By great, I mean I can do it, and I have done it, and I have built a business, and we can implement it. But the problem with organic marketing is it ties your lead generation to time. If you
tell them what you mean by organic marketing from your
organic marketing would be when you don't pay people to see your content, you don't pay for people to see messages. You all you're doing is using the free services of the social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. You're sending people messages. You've got a content marketing strategy. I started my podcast because not to acquire new listeners really that never know me. It's just to provide more value to my email list and more value to my organic audience. Does that make sense? That's why I call it reverse organic. People already know me. I send them the episodes, as opposed to what a lot of people do, that they start a podcast to try and acquire clients. So I decided, a lot of my list told me that they like to listen to audio content, and the statistics do back me up. A B2B, wealthy, affluent business owner tends to listen to audio a lot more than they do read books or do other things. So that's why we did it.
Well, yeah, and I doubt if you would turn it down if somebody heard you and
of course not
wanted to give you a bunch of money. So,
of course not. Yeah.
So I kind of do both. Yeah, it pleases the people that know me and brings in new people. So I do both of it pretty much. All right. So this strategy, tell them I heard this strategy about using paid ads, cross-platform, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
So tell them what that's all about. And pixeling.
Yeah, so
explain pixeling to them.
We'll explain pixeling. We'll explain all of it. So, as I just alluded to, I'm a big data guy. I don't tend to. I'm not trusting of what I see in my social media feed, right? Because anyone can say anything. I tend to look at studies. I tend to look at statistics. I tend to look at real data, and what the data tells me is that LinkedIn, despite what a lot of people think is not the platform where B2B decision makers spend a lot of their time. In fact, the statistics show that the average B2B decision maker spends only 20